It's been a good day so far. It's been a real good day, except for the gaming. That part frustrated me.
You know, Kirby is so adorable, and I just love me some Kirby. He just takes me to Dub City so often.
It's perhaps the most frustrating thing in the world watching you cower for victories.
W.
Unbelievable. What's up, guys? It's the host with the most, Rubizmo, the Gizmo, coming in live and direct, accompanied once again, the co-pilot. Some would say he's riding shotgun, PsychoGeno. How you feeling?
Come on, roll.
That's as much as I can do. That's the most rolling I can do.
PsychoGeno.
No one rolls an S. That's a ridiculous thing to do.
Psycho.
No one rolls an S. We talk about rolling and how cute Kirby is.
Yeah, I'm feeling great right now. I'm still in Dub City. You can't bring me down.
You know what? I shouldn't bring you down. I'm not going to try to bring you down, but I will. I'm going to clue the listeners in on this Super Smash Brothers event that we had. Just a simple, he found the GameCube in storage, and he brought it out because we said we're great. We said we're fantastic at it. We said, each of us is world-class smashers. That's what we believe.
Come now. You're talking us up a little bit too much. We said we were okay.
We're good. I'm not going to... Hold on. We grew up with video games, so we're more than just good. We're very... I'm not taking on any, Japanese kids in a stadium full of spectators. I'm not that good, but I know my way around the sticks. So we set it up, and we started a few games, and we were rustier than we thought.
Definitely rustier. The computer was ready.
The computer was stomping our faces in on just simple 4-person melee. And we're getting stomped down by the dang computer. It was absolutely embarrassing. Humble. So humbling. Mm-hmm. And that's really unfortunate. And then we started keeping track of things. I actually missed out on maybe the first 3 games with the name, so I didn't get my numbers credited to me.
You mean like you didn't...
My kills. I didn't select a name for my character, one from the list, so my kills weren't attributed to me.
Right.
But when they were, I continued slaughtering. You have an interesting strategy to win games.
Yeah, I win. That's what the people need to understand. I win.
All right. Well, we do things differently. For those of you who don't know, because a lot of people haven't actually played with you before.
No, they have not, but they find out with the quickness.
They do find out with the quickness, just like I did. Your method of playing, your style for winning.
One of them.
Apparently, your most confident style for winning.
Roy puts in work. Ike puts in work. We weren't playing with Ike, but Ike puts in work as well.
The cowardice of this man. His unwillingness to dive headlong into a battle, into a melee, as the game has titled, is incredible. When the real ballers are out there fighting and hitting at each other, going mano y mano, you're on the sidelines watching the show, enjoying the show, and then as soon as
being cute,
and as soon as the real work has been done,
right,
then you want to come in,
then
you want to slip in at the end, and it's embarrassing.
W's.
Yeah, W's. You're getting, technical victories.
Yeah, winning.
But I'm out there putting in work.
Yeah, you're slaving away. I see you slaving away.
I'm slaughtering people. My kill total was off the charts, and then
a few times.
Most of the time. The numbers are on the screen still.
What are they saying?
Actually, it's not that page. We have to hit the next page. But the important, I'm ahead of you by like 30-something kills in like 10 games.
Yeah, because I'm
putting in work.
If you know the game, you know. But if you don't, with Kirby, he's a cute and cuddly character. I can't be caught up in the masses, and with the fights, I will die very fast. So I must stay on the outskirts. I must watch. I will fly in, give him a little hits when I can, and fly away. That's how you win. Strategic play with Kirby.
You know what I do? I go full force right into the middle of it, lay the smack down on people left and right, and then I step off a ledge and die, and you somehow get the victory with no kills whatsoever.
That alone is not laying to smack it down upon anyone.
The damage that I put was incredible considering the rust that I had. That's what's really important.
If it's about inflicting damage, congratulations. But it's not.
Well, it's about killing the opponent.
And
if you kill the most people, in some respects, you win.
And what is it about?
We were playing with stock lives.
Yes.
If we were playing on a time scale, I won.
Well, then, if we were playing with time, I'm picking other characters.
There it is again, skirting the rules. The rules.
If it's stock, I'm picking Kirby. I'm picking Pikachu. If it's time, I'm going with the heavy hitters. I'm picking Roy. I'm picking Marth. I'm picking Ganondorf. I'm picking Falco. But that ain't what it was.
Falco?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider Falco a heavy hitter.
He's my heavy hitter.
He was the heavy hitter today, though. The computer won
in
like
Melee,
3 or
he's
4 in a
heavy
row.
hitter.
It was
Maybe
ridiculous.
not in Brawl and in the other one. I forget what it's called.
Ultimate. Let me ask you this. Did you ever play the Snake in Brawl? How did you like him?
A lot of counter.
Right.
So I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. And I like Snake a lot, but have you ever played the Metal Gear Solid series?
Man, I mean, I played that first one when he was crawling through the vent and yeah. But after that, the story got too weird, and you know what? It became like a movie.
Oh man, some of the cutscenes in that were incredible. Like, you just put the controller down and get some popcorn and just watch it. It was just magnificent.
Yeah, so then it turned into, I no longer wanted to play. I'd rather just watch someone play. And then it turned into, I no longer want to watch or have anything to do with it.
It got too good, is what you're saying.
It became less of a video game and more of a movie.
Yeah, a playable movie.
If I was some chick dating some guy, or if I was a guy dating some chick who was playing this game, sure. But I don't have that person in my life right now, so... and probably won't ever. So that game is it for me. What about you?
I love Metal Gear Solid.
You finished the entire series, or played the entire series?
Up until like the last one. There was one that's like a small playoff. I didn't get to do that one, but
playoff.
It was like a 2-hour game if you played the whole thing through. Like, it was a quick version, almost like a preview of the one that was going to come. I don't remember the series and the titles of the games. As far as I got Snake Eater, the one after Snake Eater, I don't remember what that is.
Someone right now is saying everything. They know what you're talking about, and they're yelling at us. They don't know. I don't know,
and they shouldn't know either, because it's not that important. Those are not the type of things you should be remembering.
Literally, trivia. It's all about remembering things that aren't important or that is easily forgotten.
Doing a quick search here of Metal Gear. I see Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. I never played that one. I never played the Phantom Pain, so and that must have been where I stopped at.
I do like the alliteration.
That is nice.
But it's Phantom, so you think, oh, it's not, but it is.
That's exactly it. I want to jump into a segment we've done before, because I like to get your opinion on certain things. One of the things that people really appreciated, one of the things that people really enjoyed, in fact, is when you gave your take on things happening in America. Now, you're not on Twitter.
Nope.
You don't like to be aware of things that happen.
I do.
And I just want to know a couple things that's caught my attention. Again, as things come to my attention, I think to myself, what would PsychoGeno think about this? Let me rephrase that. What would PsychoGeno poorly think about this? How would he screw up this obvious take?
You don't want to. You don't want to say that again.
Let me give you a few things to you. One of the things I saw this week, Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, purple
dinosaur, coming to the big screen. Your boy from Get Out, Daniel, what is his name, Kaluuya or something? The dark black guy from Get Out?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Bringing Barney to the big screen.
What do you mean?
I guess he's going to play Barney as in a full-on movie.
Is this like kind of like when Robin Williams played something? Like, is it going to be a sad story, or this is truly I love you, you love me?
I have no idea, but is it worth seeing?
I need more context. If
that's all you're going to get.
What?
I'm not chasing down that well to find out how is it CGI? Is it him in a big costume? Is it him in purple paint? Is it an interpretive version of Barney? Like,
I can't get anything more than my boy from Get Out.
You have to trust his decision making with films. Is that alone enough to make you want to say, yeah, I'll go see Barney?
Actually, yes.
Of course,
because I loved him in Get Out. I loved him in the Black Mirror episode. That was the first episode that spawned off the song. Anyone who knows what love is would understand. I like him in that upcoming movie. I haven't seen, but I mean, it's like the Black Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
I like him in. How
you like him in that? And you ain't even seen it yet.
No. I like what I'm seeing from that. Oh, I do like that he was in Black Panther.
And I've hated his roles everywhere except for Get Out. This guy has made poor choice after poor choice.
And there's another movie I forgot that he was in. I didn't get to. It had a strong female lead.
His Black Panther role was awful. I didn't like it. I didn't believe him. I don't believe those warriors.
What you mean? He was.
You know what?
Me dancing.
What
are you talking about?
He has such little muscle tone that hit him behind a sheet. That's what I'm talking about. It was terrible. I'm seeing him in Black Mirror.
Yeah, what about Black Mirror?
The worst Black Mirror episode of that season.
You're lying.
Because when you talk about the first episode was the pig.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
What?
Yes.
That was terrible.
That was a moral decision that had to be made. Would you, right now, sleep with a pig to save someone's life?
Whose life?
There. See, look, moral decision. You didn't say no automatically. You got to know specifics about it.
Yeah, of course.
A random princess.
Princess?
Yeah, some like Arabian princess. Where they have those at?
Nah, mate.
Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Wow, you're not gonna get to sleep with Meghan Markle after.
I don't want to sleep with her.
Then why does it matter who it is?
It matters. If you're a POS, if you're some child molester, no.
Assuming it's a good person.
You didn't say that. See, that's why I said, who is it?
That's presupposed that it's not Charles Manson or some,
Look,
Jeffrey
man, you
Dahmer
didn't
guy.
say it. I'm not sleeping with any pig to save any old life.
And
I gotta select the pig too. I want a slutty pig. I want to slide right in there. I don't want to have any hard time getting in there. No. I want a slutty pig. No.
It's incredible.
Slutty pig that's just no unforgiving. And I'm like, okay, slide in, do this, couple pumps here, and then get out. Got to go.
Awful. Absolutely awful.
And then I save her life. A princess.
A princess's
Meghan
life.
Markle.
Speaking
why do you think I want to sleep with her? What was that?
Because an Arabian princess wasn't good enough. My first thought was Princess Jasmine. You're like, nah, not good enough. Meghan Markle. Yeah.
I don't know any Arabian princesses.
Yeah, let me get Meghan
I don't know
Markle.
any of them.
It's the principle of the matter. She's a princess.
I gotta know.
Unbelievable. Meghan Markle. You brought her up. This came up this week.
You brought her up.
You said Meghan Markle. Oh, you thought, I brought her up as an option.
Yes.
This came up this week. Meghan Markle did an interview where she almost like breaks down to some degree, talking about how people haven't asked how she's doing. Like, I think an interviewer asked a very basic question of, how's it going being a mother? Something of that nature. And she goes on and starts almost in a self-revelatory fashion talking about how hard it is. People haven't been, checking on her. And when you're pregnant, people have expectations, and because she's a queen or whatever they are.
She's not a queen.
Duchess or something.
She is not a queen.
She's not a queen.
Watch it now.
Not even a princess. So you slept with that pig for nothing. She's got a lot of pressure on her. And then, of course, when you have a newborn, there's a lot of expectations, and it's just not right, and things aren't going good, and no one ever calls to check on her or tries to check on her and ask her how she's doing. She's just expected to be good, and was almost breaking down tears. And I say this not to make fun of her, because it actually was touching to me, the amount of emotion that she felt. And I was like, man, she's really, really like feeling bad because she's not getting any help or any respect. And I thought to myself again, at that moment, I split into two separate time paths or thought patterns. One was that what a stuck-up twat that she, as the Duchess of Dukedom or whatever she is, with legions of servants on her, waiting hand and foot, has the audacity to show emotion like that.
Let me hear the other side
about that. She has all the help in the world, and she's rich, and she has no job. And she's like, this is so hard.
She has no job?
What is she? She ain't got no 9 to 5.
Not a 9 to 5. An all-day job. You must be a certain type of way. You must dress like this. You must smile like this. You must show up to these kind of events and be this person.
Exactly. She doesn't have a real job.
That is a real job.
That's not a job.
A real job can never be yourself.
Who does she have to answer to?
The public. The public eye.
Nothing. There's no.
Look, she gave a heartfelt speech before you get to the other half, and literally because she wasn't being what she was supposed to be. Look at you. You had that thought right there, and there
I told you I split.
But a lot of people only had that one thought,
as they should. There are a lot of mothers that are struggling that have to work 4 or 5 jobs with multiple kids and literally don't have anyone to help them. They don't have nannies in the house when they go off to real work, not public eye work. They really do have bills to take care of and mortgages and food and stuff.
Money.
They've got real life problems.
You still have life problems even with money.
That takes me to my second train of thought, which is even though she's rich, there are some human qualities that transcend money, that transcend wealth, that you just have to deal with, and people aren't going to give you any break. They're not going to give you a benefit of doubt. Because they're like, you should be able to figure out. You're rich. It should be fine. You're the princess, the duchess. You'll be fine.
Like that.
Where do you come down on this?
What?
Though it seems like you already sort of showed your hand on this.
What do you mean? What is the question?
What is your take, your last take, in fact, on her crying before the cameras about how hard her life is and how hard it is being a mother?
I don't like the decision. It's a cry for help. Is what my first thought is, but I didn't see it.
Right.
I don't like the decision because of people who think like you.
Whoa. I had 2 thoughts.
Yeah, okay,
I had multiple thoughts. I had the first thought, and I was like, then I had a second thought. Gave myself time to think.
I think
it wasn't a planned cry. I want to say that, and she didn't technically tear up, but when they're holding back there was a lot of emotion, and I dare say she wasn't expecting to be that open when she started answering questions. It just kind of came almost to an overwhelming point.
The reason I don't like it is because it wasn't planned, which means now they're going to ask, how are you? And that is never going to drop. And now she's going to either pretend like, oh, no, everything was fine. That was just that one day. Or she's going to constantly have to be sad. It wasn't planned. It wasn't smart, in my opinion. In a different way, it needs to come out. That's just what I think. She handled it poorly.
Yeah, I think.
But it's okay to show the emotional side.
But you're the Duchess. I thought she had a job to hold up to the public.
Exactly.
So
She should have been a professional.
So you want her to hide it. So really you're the jerk.
No. Hide it there.
Right.
And then go to her PR team.
Right.
And find some way. She needs look. They're gonna say no, Meghan, you're fine. She's gonna say no, I'm not fine. And they're gonna say seek professional help. No, women need to know with money and fame, I'm still a mother and I still need to be taken care of, and there still needs to not being fulfilled even though I have this money. And they need to find some way to get that opinion out there, not like this. If this was the route, then okay. But you said it wasn't planned.
Right. It did not appear planned to me, but I don't know how the British people do things. She's also an actress, allegedly.
Yeah, she was on, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
She was on a show with Mike Rappaport, in fact, at one point. How attractive do you think she is?
What's the scale?
Between her and Kate Middleton.
I need a picture of Kate Middleton.
Oh, I'm ready for...
No. I know what Megan looks like. Yeah, Show me Kate.
Oh, I know you know what Megan looks like.
Her face is everywhere. You go to the grocery store. There she is. Her and Harry.
I'm her and Harry. I'm just saying, I'm wondering, would you sleep with that pig for Kate Middleton? That's all I wonder.
Oh, Megan looks better.
Megan looks better, no doubt in your mind.
No.
I agree. I'm just wondering what you thought.
Why did you ask me this?
I was just wondering what you thought. That was
Megan looks better, yeah.
Yeah, on just a general scale?
Yeah, man. You literally showed me back-to-back pics.
Yeah. But I mean, as just a woman in the world, Megan, attractive woman.
The scale. What's the scale?
Human beings. You see her walking down the street.
Oh, I don't know.
You said Natalie Portman's are a dime a dozen.
A dime a dozen. See, I'm about to
Meghan
get myself
Markle
in trouble. I went to Target today, and I was walking around, and I saw some good-looking women.
What Target is this?
And the one, I ain't trying to locate myself,
okay,
but the one not too far from here. Look it up.
Got you.
And I'm looking at these girls, and I'm not like womanizing them, or I'm just looking at them and thinking, she looks better than Natalie Portman. She looks better than Natalie Portman. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, she looks better than Natalie Portman.
So disrespectful.
This girl looks better than Natalie Portman. Oh, this one looks better than Natalie Portman. I wish Rubizmo was here to see this. Yes, I do.
You're in Target. Let me ask you this.
Target.
Sure. No. It's Target right now. I'm hitting every syllable because I want to know what you think about this. There's something that bugs me that doesn't seem to bug a lot of other people, and if I even mention it on any other platform, I will be, chastised.
I might chastise you.
It probably will. Unbelievable. The man who's sleeping with pigs is going to teach me
a pig to save a life. And I said I might do it. I didn't say I would. I might nut up. I might get to the moment and say, I'm sorry, Megan. No one cares about me. I'm sorry, Megan. I can't.
Unbelievable.
And you know what? I have to show up. Like, I may think I can do it mentally, but physically.
That's the part that makes it. I always think about that, like with like Bang Brothers porns and things like that. Like you get to the moment. Oh, I want to do this. If it don't go,
it don't go. Now, if they're gonna supply me with everything I need,
right? Then it's different.
Then it's actually risky because then it's like, oh no, it didn't go down. Like, Megan,
bring on another.
Save your life, Megan. Now I need some assistance. Come on, in. Quid pro quo. Let's go.
Quid pro quo.
Let's go.
I got a pig. I get a Megan. Them's the rules. Do you have any horses? I got a few more people.
No,
unbelievable. You're in Target. The supermodel Target of all Targets, apparently.
I just said they look better than Natalie because Natalie's eye.
In Target, when I have gone recently, when you first walk in, there's always the women's section, clothing and stuff, at least this particular one. And they have all the models up. They have picture boards all around Target and whatnot. They have the motherhood maternity section. They have the regular women's section. And then they have the big women's section. And this is the part that sickens me. On the screens as models, they've got overweight women.
Big BBW?
Yep.
Okay.
Inappropriate.
What's
having them up as any type of a stylistic or representation? Are you
about to be chastised?
Of what should be done.
What are you talking about?
That is promoting an unhealthy lifestyle.
You don't like the Lizzos?
Lizzo is 100% dumb. Okay, take a DNA test. She's 100% grease. She'll be dead in a month. Keep living that lifestyle. We have verifiable proof that cardiovascular disease is killing people at the highest rate in America. Anything that promotes, oh, you look good like you. No, you don't. Right? Like, you have to lose weight, and you shouldn't be trying to flaunt that on billboards just to sell merchandise.
Why?
It's an absolute mistake.
It's not Target's job to tell people how to eat. That's other things. Other departments in life are supposed to tell people how to eat. If everyone was skinny and fit, they wouldn't be up there. But everyone's not skinny and fit.
Everyone should be striving to be skinny and fit because they should be striving for a longer life.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Uh-oh.
Not everyone cares. Some people actually want to die happy, and happiness to them is shoving food in their face.
They should not be held up as icons. There should not be fat models.
It's not an
of
icon. To Target, they're saying everyone here is welcome.
That is implied when the doors opened. That's how I know everyone's welcome. Because
a lot of people want that extra mile. A lot of people, y'all don't like black people. Y'all don't like fat people. Y'all don't like country people. You know what? We gotta appease everyone in this PC America. You have to appease everyone.
You know where they don't appease everyone? Like Mexico. I go to the Mexican airport. There's not any diversity on their billboards.
America.
Just saying. It's interesting that America has to appease everyone's sudden.
It's part of the beauty. What are you talking about? We're the melting pot.
That's exactly it. We're a melting pot, but we're not melting because suddenly we've got pockets of people that get to all pick what they want to be, and it has to be represented or it doesn't count. I want fat women billboards taken down. Period. It's inappropriate.
Are there fat people?
There are overweight people. There are sick people who are overweight. Yes. They've got to lose weight. That's a health concern. And I get that there's some conditions that people are heavier than they should be, but there's no doctor anywhere who's going to be like, yep, you have a choice. You can be skinny or you can be fat. Go for the fat.
You do have a choice. It's
you have
life.
a choice. 100% have a choice, but it shouldn't be held up as a standard.
Let me ask you this, Ruben.
Yeah.
Why should people strive to live longer?
I think that anybody who has lived would choose life over death. I think that anybody who hasn't lived would choose life over death.
That's not right. A lot of people choose to live happy while they're still young, and some people when they reach a certain part of their age and they're taking medication and they're aching and everything is just like they're like, man, you know what? Is it even worth being alive at this point?
When they were creating Social Security, as a Social Security, I forget what it was. I forget all the specifics of it. Here's the important part: there was a program that was going to extend, and they were asking the government officials how long would the program go? And the person answering said, it'll go till forever, even if they live to be 100. And somebody said, who would want to live to be 100? And the man replied, a person who's 99. There is no time where you're just like, that's it. Without there being something wrong or some mental condition, you always want to live. That being the case, you want to probably live healthy because most people would rather walk than roll.
Natural way. Yes, we are all, most of us, are wired to survive and want to survive,
exceptions.
and then spread off our codes of us to live on, and that's how we're wired. I get all that.
Right. So if you're going to do something to detriment that,
look, man, some people they hate running. Some people hate eating healthy. So they say, you know what?
Yes.
If I can eat like this and live 20 less years,
right,
I'm fine with that.
I have no problem with that. Everyone's free to do their own choice. I'm pretty libertarian in that standpoint.
You aren't fine with it.
No. I'm fine with people choosing to live the life the way they want. I'm not fine with them advertising a particular lifestyle as though that is just as good as another one.
They're not advertising the lifestyle.
No, why do I see them on the board?
They're saying you're welcome too.
Can I ask you this as well? Why do women get to have fat pictures?
What do you mean?
There's no fat guys on billboards.
No, there's not.
It's sexism. Double standard. I have to be fit. I have to have pecs.
Because
and a
men
six-pack.
aren't trying. We aren't beating the boards. We're not beating them saying, hey, we need photos of overweight men up there and with the beer bellies. That's not that. We're not. The second we do, the next time you walk in Target, you're gonna see that fit man, and then you're gonna see that man with that 6-pack with a shirt, a white dirty shirt, a wife beater as they call it,
right,
and some type of ball cap on, smiling, and you're gonna say, what? You're probably gonna fall to the floor when you see it.
I will. I might rip the poster down. Like, this is inappropriate.
And then they're going to kick you out.
So this is how it all starts. There was an all-woman spacewalk. I think it was this week. First ever all-woman spacewalk.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Which made a lot of news. And normally, I wouldn't care. I think it's stupid highlighting things like that. Especially in space where we're humans, not gendered. But this one did seem significant to me. It actually seemed significant. Thinking how far that we have come, because women were really just held out of a particular profession for a while, especially learning a lot of those STEM courses growing up. That we've made it to a point where we can have an entire female crew up there performing all the duties necessary. It actually was significant. And I was ready to hate on it.
Why? Because you're a natural contrarian?
No, because I think that certain things don't need to be celebrated, especially, again, in space where we are humans, not men, women necessarily, right? Like, if we land on Mars, do you care who the first person is that steps?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but
I don't think anyone does. I think
no. Some people want men.
Dying people want men. People whose generation is almost gone.
They're still there. And they're still spreading the same kind of thoughts.
There's a lot more people who outnumber them. I think when we land on Mars, people will be like, human beings landed on Mars. I wouldn't care if it's, honestly, China, Russia, Japan, India's starting space. Some human walking on Mars, that's going to be awesome. And I won't be like, if only he wasn't French. That doesn't represent me. I guess blacks can't go into space.
I bet a lot of people will. They're going to be upset.
Ain't nobody going to be mad if a Frenchman's the first.
Nobody?
Well, everybody will. But, I mean, if it was an Italian person, we'd all love it. If it was an American, we'd be thrilled. Unless it was the wrong kind of American.
What if it was a Korean?
Oh, which kind of Korean? North or South?
I don't care, but let's say North.
People would probably be more nervous if they made it first.
Nervous?
Because that means they can reach us with bombs. Now we're nervous. If they can get out of if they can get out of orbit here, then we got bigger problems to deal with. But no, I think it'd be awesome until we checked that particular person's Twitter history and saw they tweeted out some rap lyrics.
Another reason I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah, that's another reason. Oh, here's something you said was okay last time.
What?
You had no problem with everyone having their own day. You get a day. You get a day. This is LGBT Day. This was International Coming Out Day.
What day were you upset about?
Day. I was upset that all days get days.
No. But there was a particular day that you were upset with.
It was either, I think
it was something with lesbians,
I was saying,
right?
is it LGBTQ Day or something? I don't remember. It was something like that.
Yeah.
No. International Lesbian Day.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Something I think it sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, well, they're just making up days now.
Yeah,
everything is
celebrated. Yeah.
We're such a celebratory culture.
If it's a positive, if it's something positive, you get your day.
Today it has a day. And it's trending. You know what today is?
No.
National Period Day.
Period, like what?
Like menstrual cycle.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is celebrating women's menstrual cycles.
Yeah, it's part of life. Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
What are you talking about?
I'm taking away days.
You can't do that.
I'm taking away.
Every day gets their day.
Everything doesn't need to be celebrated.
And you know what else? Your opinion doesn't matter. You don't get periods.
It matters. It absolutely matters. Because you know what? I came from a woman. Fact.
Yeah.
So I have some integral knowledge of this. The fact of the matter
is,
this is a normal.
It?
No.
Okay, then.
Not every woman does. Fact.
It's not for them either. It's for the ones who experience it.
He said it's not for them.
It's like, sorry. Because you know what they're going to say? A girl going to hey, girl, you know what today is? What's today? Today is National Period Day. Girl, you don't get those. You don't? Well, this ain't for you. Oh, okay. That's how it's going to go.
Unbelievable. No, I'm tired of people celebrating everything.
Why are you a hater?
I'm not a hater. I think celebrations are being ruined.
What if tomorrow's Good Smile Day? You have a nice smile. I have a nice smile. Would you not like it? What if someone has busted mouth? You wouldn't?
I wouldn't
You wouldn't
celebrate
just want them to smile a little bit more often?
You know what happens when you use the word great all the time? It devalues the word great. This is great. That's great. This is great. Like, no.
I just said great.
Great
so
is one thing.
Smiley day.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm just saying certain words. Oh, this is an amazing restaurant. These are amazing friends. You know what amazing means?
What does it mean?
Incredible,
what
amazing
does the
means?
Dictionary say?
You want the official dictionary
No.
definition?
You don't know it?
I don't know off the top of my head. No, what am I? Webster's?
You were leading me on to believe you knew.
Amazing is something per the internet, which is the only source I'm going to use here today.
Whatever source is that? I don't have a dictionary here.
Causing great surprise or wonder, astonishing.
Yeah.
So those pancakes were amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure they were like,
pancakes.
Man, I wonder how long it took them to make that. How long before they flipped it to the other side? I wonder what is in here.
You ain't wondering all that. You're wondering why they didn't bring enough syrup.
I don't say pancakes were amazing. Not me, but I'm thinking. I'm putting myself in the shoes of someone who said, "Man, those pancakes were amazing." That's what they're thinking.
Are you a pancake or a waffle guy?
Pancake.
Okay, just making sure. You said pancakes weren't amazing. I almost had to cut the mics for a second. What was it? Ending, and that's how PsychoGeno never showed up on the podcast.
Pancake.
That's it.
I'm a pancake guy.
All I'm saying is when you celebrate everything, it devalues good celebrations, right? Like when there's something to celebrate, some people have said that sports is that sports in general is a way for us to re-feel those exciting emotions that we don't get because life is so easy.
Yeah, like they're accurate.
It's a fake joy is what we're triggering in someone. Right?
Yeah, because and it's a way of a stress reliever. You see this? What is this? The Spartan right here?
Yeah.
Like men, we can't
he pointed at the Spartan race sticker.
A lot of people are still dying, but the gladiators, we need that aggression as men. We need it, so we have to seek it from somewhere, somehow, some way.
Right.
If it's not a sport, it's sex.
The
it's
joy
a video
you get
game. It's something.
When Kyrie Irving hit that 3-pointer over Steph Curry.
I loved it. It was a big time shot.
What a moment, especially because I had been touting Kyrie as the best point guard in basketball during that time period.
I don't care about that part.
To see him hit that shot.
Yeah, I loved it.
I may have had no more joy. The moment LeBron blocked that shot, before there's a measure of joy and happiness that comes that I can't replicate in my normal 9 to 5. Your day-to-day life, you get up, you go to the gym, you have a good day at work, great things can happen for you. I could get a promotion and it may not equal the extreme of him blocking that shot coming in like Batman.
What you're saying was the joy was fake. This is
right.
This is genuine.
Well, no, the joy is fake though, because we're forcing it to happen by having competition. Like if you're surviving the wild and I just survived that tiger attack, there's an excitement about that because I jumped on a ledge to survive or something. There's an adrenaline and an excitement.
Yeah, but you don't want that to happen again.
Of course not. But that's something that we're missing, right? Or you happen to stumble upon the one, strawberry tree in the entire forest or something. What the heck? And there's a joy that comes from that.
What are you talking about? We have to do something to pass the time in our life. Entertainment is a very important part of passing time.
We could all build statues.
That's not entertainment.
But it was done for quite a long period of time.
And I'm very happy I ain't doing that.
I'm just saying, sports is fake joy. We have created something to rekindle, starting with gladiators, that kind of adrenaline rush.
It's real. We need it. Otherwise, what will we do with the time?
You remember when Ray Lewis said that when the NFL was going on strike, he said, I bet you the crime rate's going to go up. Do you recall?
Did he say that?
Ray Lewis said the crime rate was going up when the NFL was going to go on strike.
No, he got away with murder.
No, he didn't. He never murdered the person. He, quote unquote, was alleged to have assisted in aiding and abetting by burning some suits. Those suits were bad already. I have it on good authority. They were bad already. It was time to dispose of them.
You played your part.
I'm just saying, I don't want everybody having a day. I'm tired of everyone having a day. I'm taking days back.
Disregard
Not
this
National Period Day. October.
This unhappy man.
October
you all
19th.
Deserved your day. And National Period Day for all the women experiencing your period. I'm sorry and congratulations. And to the ones that are not, enjoy your day.
When do we get Sloppy Penis Day? This is to recognize all the people with the sloppy dicks in the world.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but it's coming soon. If your dick is just swinging left and right.
That's not sloppy.
They're going to call it Sloppy Penis Day. And that's coming up. In fact, I could say October 20th, Sloppy Penis Day. Everyone with the sloppy penis.
That isn't. At least when you hear it, you know what the day means. You're just making up something.
That's all they're doing.
But at least it knows what it means. Like I said, the smile. Happy Smile Day. So
if you don't have a good smile, I can chastise you for smiling on that day.
I dropped the great. Just Happy Smile Day.
There's no Happy Smile Day.
Smile. It's a day where you just walk around,
and you
paying
smile
it forward and smiling. Hello, how you doing? Cheesing.
So the next day you don't have to do that. Next day you go back to being.
You don't have to do it. But if someone says, "Why you smile so much?" Don't you know it's National Smile Day? Oh, put a smile on your face. You're right. Bam, celebrate it.
I think people should just be working more. I think people should be working more.
So we should all be worker bees and worker ants and just
I think we should
not enjoying life.
I think we should be working more and trying to celebrate a little bit less.
Why?
Because when you've accomplished something, then you celebrate. You don't get to celebrate a Monday Night Football victory with a Super Bowl still on the line.
People are getting lazy.
I think they're getting complacent.
And they're feeling entitled because they're not earning these.
America's going so well right now that they can just celebrate anything. They can just celebrate anything. You know how you wouldn't know it's time to celebrate? If you were coming out of a coal mine at 5 o'clock, coughing up black dust, you wouldn't be celebrating Smile Day. You'd be like, I need to get the heck out of Virginia or wherever they have coals.
But the country is doing so well. Shouldn't we relish in this? If we're at the point where we can be...
You're complacent.
We're being complacent.
Yeah. Problem. I want us to continue to grow. I hear that if you go to Korea or Japan, I don't know, one of the islands...
I've only been to one of them.
That it's like going to the future. They got bullet trains and big technology and there's so much stuff going on. There's lights. There's electricity everywhere. You come back here, you feel like you went back to the 50s. You almost don't even want to come back. Why don't we have the best of everything already?
We are known for being a melting pot and for Hollywood. Entertainment, man. Entertainment.
We were leaders of the free world, and now we're falling behind.
So what? They can have it.
I want to have
I still want to come here.
All the fastest stuff first.
If someone, say, if they can go anywhere, U.S. is still one of the places they want to visit. Still one of the places they want to live in.
Because it's wonderful. But I'm just saying, it's going to lose that way if we don't keep grinding.
Hey, man, you don't have to stay here. You want to go to China? You want to go live in Japan? You want to live in Korea?
Not after what the NBA did. Those coppings.
Well, you better start showing the country some love.
Oh, man. I love the country. And I want to grind for the country. I want to grind for the country. And then, unfortunately, countries want to stop.
Not everyone wants to
grind, man. They
want
to celebrate periods. That's the kind of time they got.
Yeah, man. Women, they need... Yes, I ain't ever experienced it, but it seemed like it sucks.
Thousands of years, women haven't celebrated periods, and they've been fine. Now
women are doing great. They're in space and they're celebrating periods.
That's exactly it. Space Periods Day.
It's a good day. It's always a good day to be a woman, and today it's a little bit better.
You know what I didn't think of until I saw an episode of Family Guy?
What episode?
I don't recall the specific episode. I just remember the cutscene, I think, where they're watching a particular commercial for like a pad on Family Guy, and you see the family watching it, and all of a sudden they all like turn away. Ah, why is it red? The deal is it has to be blue. It's okay to show it if it's blue. And I never knew that's what they were showing until they said that. It never crossed my mind.
You never thought about it?
I never put two and two. That
this
is why
you
red.
Shouldn't be speaking on National Period Day.
This is why I should be celebrated.
No. You don't even know enough about it. You don't.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
You cannot speak for the rest of us who knew what that meant.
Speaking of things knowing what they mean, you mentioned I had a chance. This isn't an official New York Times last take correct editor's correction section. This is not that, but I had a chance to go over the last episode, and you mentioned something that slipped past my radar, and it slipped past Aaron's radar too because they didn't tell me anything. They sat there, they let it happen. Yes, you let it happen, and you didn't say anything. So I'm just letting you know I'm sort of double checking what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. So just be on your P's and Q's. Very replaceable.
What slipped through?
You mentioned
Aye.
that you don't believe in jinxes when it comes to your sports team.
Oh yeah. You believe jinx? Like, no, I don't believe jinx. No.
This is the most ridiculous thing. You almost sound like a fake sports fan.
What are you talking about?
Like you don't actually watch sports.
What are you talking about? You have like 5 teams you root for.
And there are rituals that need to be followed for all those teams. And those rituals change year to year depending on the team, the sport, the time of the year. There are certain things that you have to do as a sports fan that have positive impact for your team. You're putting good vibes out there. I love what is it, the salted peanuts? Not the salted, but the what's the sweet ones? I forget. You can buy them Planters, like the caramel.
I don't know. I want to hear how I'm not a real fan.
It's caramel something peanuts that you can buy, and you crack them.
Cracker Jacks?
Not popcorn. Actual, you buy a can of peanuts.
I'm sorry. Carry on.
They're the sweet covered peanuts. That's all that matters. And you buy them Planters, and every time I would open a can of these peanuts to watch football games, Peyton would lose. And I have not eaten a can of these things.
You're silly.
Since I put 2 and 2 together.
He's not even in the league anymore.
Yeah, left with a ring. Thank you.
Yeah, now you can eat.
I would tweet him, "You're welcome."
Eat
okay?
the peanuts.
Well, at this point now, I've got to pull for other people.
Who?
I don't like the extra fat, but the principle's still the same. You have to do there are certain positions on a couch you have to maintain.
Nope.
There's certain places that people have to stand in the room.
Nah.
And if you're not doing it right, you're really not helping your team.
What?
It's your job to be as committed to being a fan as it is their job to play. When you go to a comedy show, it's not just the comedian's job to make you laugh. Sometimes your job is to kind of go along with them. You have to be a little more loosey-goosey.
Part of the show. Yeah.
You have to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
Willing to be give and take.
Right.
It's not just sit back and make me laugh funny, man. Same thing when you're watching sports.
No.
You're part of it. You're a part of the team.
That applies to the people in the stadium. They need to chant. They need to turn it up.
Double for them. When
I am at B-Dubs watching these games, I will sit wherever I want.
Are you afraid to show your fandom in B-Dub? Is that what this is about?
What? Tomorrow, I will have my Ram shirt on. For sure.
And quietly eating, the carrot sticks and ranch. Because you don't want people to see you. When Duke Blue Devils showed up there, and it was Grayson Allen's last game against the Kansas Jayhawks, I showed up strong. I turned that whole place from Kansas Jayhawk fans to Duke Blue Devil supporters. At least the waitressing staff, because this apparently is Kansas Central out here in California. It was me against the whole restaurant, and when Grayson had that shot rim out, that would have sent us to the next round, I've never felt such pain in my life.
Never?
Very rarely. Very rarely. I was on the floor. I was laid out. Right there in Buffalo Wild Wings.
What jinx did you do to make that shot rim out?
And I'll tell you what, I've blamed the waitressing staff since then.
Oh, my God.
I 100% have. They were not committed to the cause.
They don't have to be.
My drink was lower than it should have been at that point in the game. I told her strawberry lemonade. She didn't bring it. She cost us a possible championship that year.
I'm happy you brought this up. You sound even more crazier than before talking about period day. These jinxes have nothing to do.
National Jinx Day.
You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that day.
And then we all win.
Whenever it comes around.
Then we all win.
But no, I don't believe in jinxes. Yeah. No, they're going to play out. They're going to play with or without me. They don't know I'm watching this game. I could walk past, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes tomorrow. But you know what? You're right. I did lie. Speaking of Pat Mahomes, my homie, Mahomes boy.
Right. Crybaby Mahomes.
The Madden curse strikes again.
The Madden curse
strikes again, baby.
There it is.
They got him. So you know what? There is one curse I believe in.
Take it back.
That Madden curse. When his knee popped back in the socket, I looked down. I said, Madden, you did it again.
I had forgotten he was on the cover of Madden.
And you know who was on last year's Madden, right?
Who's that?
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. And look at Antonio now.
It was his best year for touchdowns. I had him that year.
Yeah, look at him now.
Killed me in the fantasy playoffs.
You know what you said to me last year about AB?
What's that?
You said that he was going to fall off a cliff, that Juju was going to outperform him. Do you remember saying that?
I don't remember saying.
I
said Antonio Brown would not be a top 10 receiver.
And he was.
He turned out to be a top 10 receiver.
No.
Yeah.
Just say he was.
He was not a top 10 receiver until week 16 against the New Orleans Saints when he went for like 265 and 3.
So he
and then he got kicked and he suspended for 17. And if he had done that the week before, I would have won that matchup against an arch nemesis. And he cost me. So no, it really doesn't count. He really wasn't a top 10 receiver because when he became a top 10, no one was playing him. We were all out.
He finished top 10. That's the only curse/jinx I believe in the Madden curse/jinx.
Unbelievable.
That is about all. And it doesn't affect every player because OBJ is fine. I mean, he hasn't won anything, but he's fine. But seeing Mahomes on the cover, seeing him in all these State Farm commercials, yeah.
No, unbelievable. I want to move to a final section that people have loved, that people have appreciated, and it's a chance for us to get really dignified. It's a chance for us to help America, okay? That's what they want. It's time for us to answer a few questions in the most resplendent way possible. Are you able to do that without bringing attitude and nonsense?
What are you talking about? You don't want to bring... Yes.
This is dignified.
I am always top of the class.
Excellent. Okay. As normal, as is the case, we always comb the internet. Comb it, okay, for the latest and greatest in questions. Most of the ones we find are sent directly to us, and Aaron sorts through those and will give us one. This one is a longer one.
Thank you, Aaron.
They provided, actually, after last week's fiasco, going from food to...
It worked out okay, remember?
It did work out okay. That's true. You saved yourself. Good for us for trusting you. This one's a little bit longer.
I never doubted you.
And I'm interested to know how you would deal with it. So it might be the only one. I'm just going to read the whole thing, all right? The title or the question is, how do I deal with an employee I've been sleeping with?
How do I deal with? I don't like the way you worded it. Carry on.
It is a little bit ominous, right? I'm a married man and a dad. I'm also
You're a cheater. What you
are. Situation, right? Already he's in trouble. He's coming for advice, not ridicule. There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cheater. Carry on. Remember we were talking about sluts a couple weeks ago?
That's true.
This is a slut.
That's fair enough. I'm also the manager in an office. For the last few months, I've been sleeping with one of my employees. She has now given me an ultimatum. She wants me to go to my boss and request that she be given my job, with me being demoted to her job. She says if I don't, she'll tell my boss I've been sleeping with her, and she'll tell my family. Can anyone give me good advice on how to get rid of her? I don't want to be demoted. I hate the thought of her being my boss. I don't want to lose my family. Help.
Oh my God. First off, you don't deserve any help. You probably done pissed her off, and that's why she's doing this to you.
Man.
Or she was playing from the get-go, which is another reason you don't deserve any help, because you should have saw her coming a mile away. With that being said,
man,
you fire her.
This is an interesting... But now she goes to family.
What?
But then she's going to go to your family.
You deny.
Oh, he's just going to go with the...
Unless he has proof.
It ain't me.
It ain't me.
It was the R. Kelly route.
Or Shaggy. It wasn't me. She shows up, honey, this 22-year-old just said you were sleeping with her.
It's called a Trixie.
I'm like, no. I was helping her out during a hard time, and it was a misunderstanding. I would never do something like that to you. And she will trust her husband. Now, if you're a cheater and you've done this before, then I mean you messed up. But I mean you shouldn't be cheating. First off,
is this a once a cheater always a cheater situation?
I don't think so.
Okay. Also, the fact that she'd be able to tell the family seems to me to indicate that she might know where he lives.
Of course.
Which means she knows what the inside of the house is like.
Yeah.
She could probably start describing things that the wife knows.
Yeah.
He's got a mole right on his left nut. Like, that's how I know, kind of thing.
Oh.
And so your denials would just sound even worse. That's all I'm guessing. If she's willing to go to the family, she probably has enough credible information.
What am I saying? I'd take that all back. You just come clean. You flat out tell your wife, baby, I'm sorry I cheated. And you face the facts. You face the whatever she wants to do. And as far as the job go, it is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with sleeping employees. Done.
You're okay dipping your pen in company ink?
If he wasn't married, I would say yes.
Okay.
But he is. The fact that he's married, no. But if he was a single man, what's wrong with it?
I'm coming back to that. I think this is a situation where obviously he's coming to us for advice because he's trying to skirt being a man.
I don't like it.
And he's coming to us because we all know what the right thing to do is be a man. Fess up and be done. First of all, don't get yourself into that. Right. Second of all, fess up and face the consequences. So if you're obviously not there, you've come to the right place for a cowardly way out. What you do is you go to your boss and you tell him that you want to promote him. That's exactly what you do. And when it doesn't happen, you can be like, I'm trying. I'm doing all I can. You can hold her off long enough. That's the point. Or maybe it does happen. He said he can't stand the thought of her being his boss. She's now the boss. I'm leaving the company. I'm going somewhere else. You know
Transfer
what?
me?
I got a new opportunity, at Pep Boys. I'm going to go lube some tires instead of lubing you all the time where I don't have to be underneath. I mean, this is a simple way to go. You go ahead and appease her. You negotiate with terrorists when you're a coward. You immediately do that. Give me the job or I'm going to tell the boss.
That was bold to say that.
Here's the other thing. She said she's going to tell the boss. Are they not allowed to sleep with employees? That's what I would wonder. Because now I'm like, so?
I'm only focused on the family side. If it's not allowed, then yeah. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm going to tell your boss.
I've been told him. We've been talking about this at lunch.
Yeah, we laugh about it. And you know what? That's how it usually works. Guy talk. They already know.
He already knows.
He knows. He's seen
described
pictures.
all about.
he saw.
I was going to go description, but
he saw.
No, I saw the photos and whatnot. Fair enough.
He has to act surprised, but he already knows. He does not. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he's been known. He might come talk to you later.
And I'm telling my wife tonight.
That's exactly.
Come clean.
This was a heck of a spot to get stuck in. And I wonder at what point he knew he was in too deep. # no pun. But at what point did he realize he was in, too far the situation that he couldn't get himself out?
She bust in his office and was yelling, and he had to shut the door and was like, "What's going on?" And she gave him that ultimatum. And that's when he knew, because he's obviously not smart. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in this position.
Clearly, absolutely clear. Yeah. So your advice to him is man up, just fess up to it, and be done.
Yep. And I like what you said. Go to your boss and try to promote her.
My advice is cave to the terrorist and see if it happens. Because obviously she's not competent either. Like, she's a blackmailer. I don't think she's going to be that good at her job. I just don't think those two things coincide. She's probably not good enough. So yeah,
you think she wouldn't even last long if they?
I don't think the boss manager do it. If I'm a manager of an office, if I'm the head honcho, okay, I run Rubizmo Enterprises. And I've got somebody at a managerial position. They come to me and say, you know what? I think you should give Trixie my job, and I should just be demoted to her job. She's better at this than I am. I put your man there. I put Bill here in the first place. I know how good you are. I don't think Trixie's going to fit. I appreciate your advice. I'll take it under consideration. Thank you all. I'm calling my man up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you seriously want her? Nah, dog. She's blackmailing me. That's what I thought. Trixie, he fought for you. He really did. And you know what? I'm considering it. We're really going to consider it. And eventually Trixie's gone because she's going to get caught up in something. And that's going to be the end of it.
I bet he's probably not telling in this story that he was promising her stuff.
That's like, probably the key.
Oh, baby, you know what? You come with me, and then I'm going to take you up. I'm going to make sure you do things in this company. I'm going to make sure you move your way up. And now she's coming. She's like, you know what? We've been banging for some months now. You said I was going to get a promotion. Oh, wait,
here's a question.
Just give me some more time.
Here's a question. What's the currency rate on promotion to sex acts? One time? Is that enough to get a promotion? Is it 2 times?
No.
3 times? Like, how many times does he get to sleep with her without giving the promotion that he promised to somebody?
Oh.
Like, if they just hooked up one time at a Christmas party, I don't think she's getting promoted off of that.
No. Hell no.
If they hook up at the Christmas party and the New Year's party, I don't think
still not promo. No.
Christmas, New Year's, MLK Day. Like now we're 3 times in. I don't think it's promoted. Like, at what point are they promoting?
I don't think sex means promotion. You're dumb if you say it.
You're saying he promised to get the sex.
I think he did it. It was the nail in the coffin. She was like, I'm not interested. And then he said promo. And she said, well.
You are probably right. It took the promotion to get the goods. You said you don't believe in dipping the pen in company ink. Is that right? Or did I hear that backwards?
You heard it backwards. I don't see what's wrong with it. What's wrong with it?
I didn't say there was something wrong with it. But sure. I think there's certainly caution that should be applied.
You should not, personally, you should not sleep with coworkers. Usually doesn't work out very well unless you're dating them.
I would concur. Because I was going to say, a lot of people meet their significant others at work. Right? Yeah. You spend their time, you get to meet somebody, and it's good.
But just hooking up, I don't think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably going to be some problems in there. Mm-hmm. And who do you think would start the problems?
I see both.
Really?
I see the man, and I see a new girl coming into the office, and then the man's like, "Ooh, look at that new girl," and she's like, "Really?"
Right.
And he's like, "No, you're old news." But I also see the other way around.
Right.
Like, hey, what are you doing hanging out with Bob this weekend? We're not exclusive. What do you mean we're not exclusive? You know, so I see it happening both ways.
It becomes a problem. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that, like you said, if they're dating and they're in an actual relationship, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Nope.
At all. Nor do I think there's anything wrong with playing the field at work. Maybe you're in a relationship with multiple people because you thought this one was the wife.
Tread lightly.
I think the more it could get dangerous. I also think if you're in the same job, aren't you all eventually trying to get the same position in some respect? So you end up like competing against each other, which might be trouble. Being in corporate ladder, but it seems like at some point that might be a trouble as well. But
not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much. No.
I don't know. Yeah. So there it is. Feel free to dip your pen in all the company ink you want. Just know that there's repercussions.
Yeah. I was like, don't feel free. Cautiously dip that pen in the ink.
So you're saying, wait, caution. Either you do it or you don't. Why are you being cautious?
Because, man, stuff happens.
Yeah, promotions, apparently.
Or not being promoted, and you got to blackmail people.
So those
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly.
Jinxes aren't real, except Madden. Mm-hmm. Happy National Period Day. I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else?
I don't even know. I guess that's it. Yeah. Get ready for tomorrow, guys. Get ready for tomorrow. I'm sure that's a national day, too. I'm out.
Later.